welcome to Glowing Beauty with Jamie. Welcome back if you're one of my subscribers, and a great big hello to any of my new subscribers. Today we're doing a little bit different kind of video, which is going to lead to another upcoming video that you're gonna want to see. So there's a reason that I'm sitting here in, a coconut beer t-shirt and kind of, I was trying to not get too done up today, but then all of a sudden it's like the contour was on point, the eyes were on point, the highlight. Yeah, makeup geek highlight, makeup geek on the eyes. But because there may be some drinking involved in this video, Gerard Cosmetics on the lips, because I know it's not going to go anywhere. I am an affiliate for both of those companies. I do have codes down below. Should you choose to use those codes, you'll save some money, I'll save some money. But let's get into this video. This video is going to be a little bit about Canadiana and differences between Canada and the States. So it always intrigues me how similar the US and Canada can be, but how different they can be at the same time. And I'll go into some of the thoughts about Canadians. First one being that we say A all the time. Now, I am only half Canadian, I am half American, but I don't think I say A, like, at all. My husband may correct me on that, but it's not something that comes up in my everyday lingo. Sorry, now that is something I say a lot, and it's like, sorry for everything. It's like you misstep, it's sorry if you, even if you don't do anything wrong and there's no need to apologize, it's a sorry. It is an overused, maybe not overused, but it's a term that is used a lot here in Canada. Now, the other word that everybody says we say wrong is roof. Now, I say roof, I don't say rough, and that may be a regional thing, but it is definitely a roof that is on top of my house, not a rough. So, now I've got a whole array over here. I'm sure my husband must have thought I was strange when he saw me walking by him with this variety of items. A lot of these things are things that supposedly you can only get in Canada. So we'll discuss. Now, one that I know that I can get in the States when I go down there, but is from here, it is kind of known as being only Canadian, and that is the Caesar, my drink of choice. In a Pat O'Brien's cup in New Orleans. That would be a good story time of how Bart and I, our trip in New Orleans was. Pat O'Brien's, whew, those hurricanes are dangerous. That's all I'll say for now. So to make the perfect Caesar requires a few things. First, what you're gonna wanna do is salt the rim of your glass. I use this. Now, because I used to be one of those MLM Hunbot types, Epicure does have a really nice Caesar rimmer. Now, I don't use just water on the rim of my glass. I use some lemon juice and use that to wet the rim. And you're going to want to use a vodka, Worcestershire sauce, and Clamato juice. I prefer the pickled bean Clamato juice. That's what a Caesar is. Now, if you do buy the pickled bean Clamato juice, though, be aware, if you want a Bloody Mary, which is just beer and clam, it doesn't taste so good. And since we're on the topic of alcohol, one thing to note, here is an example of some beer purchased here in Canada. I would like to draw your attention to the alcohol percentage. Our beer is on average 4.5% alcohol. So if an American should like to drink with a Canadian and think that they have a very high tolerance, be aware that we were raised on stuff that's quite a bit stronger than what it is down in the States. Now, in regards to beer, when you are in Canada and purchasing a beer, when you get them in a box, and there are 12, that is a case. Now, if you get the bigger box, that's a 2-4. Now, if you're only going to want to get a 6-pack, in Canada, we refer to that as a half sack of beer. Now, if you get a sack of beer, that's 12 beer. That's how the lingo goes. Now, when you get to hard liquor, this right here is a Mickey. It's the size of a flask, can fit in the back pocket of some Wranglers. This is the small size. This is a Mickey. Now, when you're wanting to get a bigger bottle, this is called a 2.6. Now, I think in the States, a lot of people might refer to these as a fifth, but we call these a 2.6 because 26 ounces, even though we don't really deal in ounces, we deal in milliliters. It is what it is. Now, if you're wanting a little bit more, you get this. And this is called a 40 pounder. Now it's 40 ounces. I don't know why it's called a 40 pounder, but we call it a 40 or 40 pounder. Same if you go to a 60, but a 60 will generally have a handle on it, and we call them handles, or a 60 pounder. That's what this is. Now, of course, then there's the Texas Mickey, and that's the great big out of control thing. So that should cover your liquor store trip, should you be in Canada. Now, let's get into some food snack type items. First off, this one is the hot topic. We have what's called Kinder Surprise eggs, which are a chocolate egg, and inside there's a little toy. For some reason, machine guns are legal in the US, but these toys are illegal in the States. Here in Canada, we can get them everywhere, to the point where this season, I bought my boys Kinder Surprise advent calendars. So they have like the plain chocolates, and then once you get to the 24th, you get the Kinder egg that's got the toy in it. So Kinder Surprise, a joy for us in Canada. Staying on the candy type theme, digging through my box of Canadiana. These are Smarties. This is what I call Smarties. They're the candy coated chocolate. In some states, what I call Rockets are called Smarties. And for me, Rockets are just those pure sugar candy discs, kind of. But this is a Smartie, milk chocolate in the center. According to some websites that I've looked at, there are 3 other kind of chocolate bars y'all can't get in the States. Now, one is Coffee Crisp. This is not my favorite chocolate bar because it's like wafers with like a chocolate kind of, or coffee flavored foam and then chocolate, but they're always what's left in the bottom of the Halloween bags. Now we also have Aero bars, which I thought you guys could get down there, but according to some of the websites I looked into, you can't. Now this is creamy, delicious milk chocolate with little bubbles in it. I love these. And then there's Mars bars, which I find, I don't know. You'll have to let me know down below because I almost don't believe that you guys can't get a Mars bar in the States. Because these are delicious with the caramel and the foamy and the chocolate and the just goodness. Also in the sweets realm, we have these. These are called Freezies. They are frozen sugar water, essentially. We don't call them ice pops, anything like that. This is a Freezie. Also, something that you all are so missing down in the States is the McCain Deep and Delicious Cakes. I am not a sweets person, but Deep and Delicious Cakes are delicious. So much goodness, and you know, I may sit down and eat this once I'm done filming. Also, a different snack that we get here that you can't get in the States are ketchup chips. It is a staple for every child around. When I got to meet Jen from Jen Reviews, or Jen Loves, I think she calls herself now, Jen Loves, she had the greatest story about eating ketchup chips. And we have such a wide variety of potato chips here. They're not crisps, they are chips. We have hickory sticks. Oh, I love hickory sticks. I think you guys have something similar called shoestrings, maybe if you're in the States. But we have Mexican chili, we have poutine, we have turkey and gravy, we have, you know, sour cream and onion. Now you can get the ripply ones, you can get the flat ones. Just so many crazy kinds of potato chips here. Now, let's get serious. We're gonna get serious for a second. Coffee. I mentioned Coffee Crisp. If you are a Canadian, you drink or have drank Tim Hortons coffee. Timmy's, going to Timmy's. Now, I have to be honest, and I will probably lose my Canadian membership card for this. Timmy's coffee is not my favorite. I do prefer Starbucks. Woe is me. But it is just a staple. You go for the Timbits, you get the coffee, it's the double double or triple triple. It's just part of Canadian lingo if you're going to Timmy's. Now, another strange one, and I find this one hard to believe, but I don't know what you guys call this. We call this craft dinner. It's KD. Apparently, down there, it's craft, like macaroni and cheese or something, but we call it craft dinner. It's just, everybody knows craft dinner is KD, which is macaroni and cheese. So again, let me know down in the comments whether that's right or not. Another item is Kraft peanut butter. Now, this is a staple in our house. Of course, we can't, my boys love peanut butter and jam sandwiches. I can't send them to school. There's like no peanut products allowed at all in schools because of peanut allergies. But if you have not had Kraft peanut butter, you are missing out. I have tried the Jif and those ones down in the States, but Kraft is the way to go. Now, this next product is a funny one. Now, I don't have the actual product per se on hand, but here is my milk, okay? I have boys, so, you know, I buy it in the 4-liter size. I have never, ever in my life had milk in a bag. Every website says in Canada, milk in a bag. That's what it is. But nope, like this or in the normal carton. Now the big difference, if you are buying milk in Canada, if you want the 3% milk, it is not called 3% milk here. It's called homo milk because it's homogeneous and, that's what it's called. It's just homo milk. It's 3% milk. There's nothing about it, nothing about that word. It is just homo milk. Now also, this one is a given. And in the next part of this video, I'm gonna go outside and have my husband film me because there's something really fun you can do with this next product. But of course, we are known for our maple syrup. Now I did a Canadian get ready with me, kind of like a little parody video, and I used this for contouring. That was just a joke. But it might not be cold enough here today. Shoot, we're actually having warm weather. If I can't find it, I will link a video to it. But what you can do with maple syrup, you go outside, you find some snow, some clean snow. You can pour some maple syrup on the snow, get like a sucker stick or a popsicle stick, put it at the end, and then you roll it and it becomes like a maple syrup frozen pop, and it's all sorts of deliciousness that just, you have to try it. Here we are outside and we are going to try this wonderful maple syrup hack. One thing to point out is this is a toque. It is not a beanie, it is not a wool hat, a knit cap, anything like that. It is a toque. Also, we are out in our backyard right now and there's traffic going by and I feel silly. And I did change up the wardrobe because, shout out today to Dustin Daly. It is about 3 degrees Celsius here and I think that is 37 degrees Fahrenheit. So, you know what? It's a nice day. So, we are going to focus our attention on the maple syrup wonderfulness. So we have our maple syrup. All I've done is packed some snow into a baking pan. We will take our delicious maple syrup. Now I'm using a pencil crayon because I want it to show up against the snow. Like a popsicle stick is too light colored and doesn't really show up. So what we do is we pour our maple syrup along like such. Then we let it sit just for a little bit, just to chill off. It may not be cold enough. We're hoping this works. We've tried this a couple times. I have a handsome cameraman behind here that's probably getting tired of the attempts, but we shall see. Then what you do is you take your popsicle stick, it's starting to work. It's just cold. Whew. Babe, is there a better way to do this? You should be able to. It's starting to work. Maybe I packed the snow in too hard. So what I'm going to do at this point, because my fingers are frozen, is I'm going to take the camera and you're going to get to see Bart try to do this. 1 second.
I don't know how to do this.
But this is supposedly Canadian heritage. We're all supposed to know how to do this.
I don't know.
Does this fall under DIY fails? Oh, you're getting a little slush action there.
Is it right though?
No, because
Snow mixed into it. It should just freeze on top of the snow.
yeah, and then it's supposed to roll up like silly toffee kind of, right?
It's soaked into the snow. I don't think your snow is either hard enough.
It's not cold enough. It's got to be like minus 20, I think.
Sacrilege. It's a waste of maple syrup.
So you eat it.
No.
I think we are going to have to put this in the fail category. Sorry, y'all. I will try this again though when it's like more cold, because there's also another thing you can do when it's like minus 40 and you take a glass of water and throw it up in the air and it freezes in midair, and it's really cool. I've done that with the kids before, so I know that one works. So now back to my other video. Now if you should choose to visit Canada, before you run out to the store to try to purchase things, there's something you need to know. Our money is a little different. This here is a toonie. This is worth $2. Now back in the day we had $2 bills, and I have a couple. We don't have $2 bills anymore. Actually, it's funny, I wear one on the inside of my cowboy hat because I consider it good luck, but whatever. So this is $2. This is a toonie. This is real money. We also have the loonie, and it has a loon on it, so that's why it's called a loonie. And this is $1. We used to have $1 bills. It is what it is. For somebody thought it was much better to carry around change rather than bills, which is ridiculous. Now we have, I call it Monopoly money. So, you know, here's one of our 20s. It has the Queen. But our $10 bill is purple. Our $5 bill, I don't have all the bills in front of me. Our $5 bills are blue, 50s are red, 100s are brown, and all of our money is made of plastic. So we can actually, you know, wash, sanitize our money. If it goes through the wash machine, it's not a big deal. It doesn't wreck it. And there's that. So I hope this was a bit, I don't know. I know it was different, not my usual content on here, but in light of the pandemic and everything, I thought, let's do something a little more fun. Was there anything I missed? Let me know down in the comments below. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Comment down below. Did you like it? Did you not? Did I miss anything? What other content would you like to see? Make sure you click on that subscribe button down here. Make sure the bell is on, set to all, so you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Share if you feel so inclined. And until next time, love you all so much.